What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. A lot of people told me to make another video, so I'm making another video for you guys. I changed something on my planted tank over there. I changed everything, really. And today's video, hopefully we're gonna be going to the fish store and getting some stuff for that tank. More on that in a second. So I'm not sure if I actually told you guys this, but I actually cracked this lid about a couple months ago. And my grandma gave me this cement stuff, and it worked really, really well. But this morning, it actually like separated again. So it's still the same crack, but it separated itself. But this stuff, so I'm putting more of it on. It only like separated on the top, so that's where I'm doing it. I need to get a new one from Aquarium. It just, you know, this works for now, and it's quite a bit of money to replace one of these lids. But now, let me walk you over to the planted tank. Ooh, it's a little tiny bit murky, just because obviously I redid everything yesterday. And so I need to clean off the filter, and that'll help crystal it up a little bit more. But I literally just redid it last night. And if you can see, I have driftwood, sand in the front. The black is like 3/4 of the way. So the filter, I always keep it at the lowest point, because all of the stuff gets sucked into the lowest point. And as you can see, there's quite a bit going on, actually. So there's driftwood, and then there's some plants in the driftwood, plants behind there. All back there are the Java ferns. They're a lot smaller than these plants. You might wonder, like, why didn't I put them in the front? It's because these are gonna get much taller, and so I put them in the back, just because eventually they will be taller. I stuck one in the eye of the skull. I like how the skull is kind of buried in the sand. There's one in the driftwood, Anubias back there. There's Anubias right there. There's Anubias right here, and this is my favorite Anubias. I think it's called Anubias Tempo Compacta. I need to get more of that. I like that a lot. The moss balls. I really, really enjoy this tank, just because I started off with a lot less plants, and I propagated them by, once they had enough leaves on each side, you cut the, so technically I can separate that, but I'm going to let it get a little bit bigger before I separate that into two plants. So I really want to get some moss and put it on this driftwood. My grandma also gave me this driftwood. It is not waterlogged, so it's being held down with that rock, but I actually quite like the look like that. And as you can see, all those Java ferns, I started off with one Java fern, so it's been propagating itself, and so I spread it out into the back, and they'll keep propagating itself. So yeah, that is looking good. But the reason for this video is I want to go to the fish store and get some small snails, maybe some nearite snails, hammer snails, something like that, to take care of the algae on the plants. I have a snail, but he mostly stays on the glass. There's only one snail in here, so he can't really do the whole tank anyways. So I need to get some more snails. Because there isn't a ton of plants in here, and they're not completely grown in and stuff, there is some extra nitrate. Algae tends to form a little bit on the leaves, so I end up having to rub it off with my fingers, but I would love to not do that. Also, guys, I've had this beta for a long time, about 1.5 years, and it's actually starting to get old, and like, as you can see, its eyes are kind of starting to pop out, and it kind of just sleeps all day, and like just moves and then sleeps and then moves and then sleeps. So I think it's probably gonna die soon. I don't know if I should get another beta or if I should get more tetras. I kind of want to get more tetras and have like a little colony, but I don't know about that. You guys comment down below what you think we should do if this beta fish dies. This took a lot longer than usual. There was a lot of people in the pet store, but I'm gonna go ahead and float these guys real quick. Alrighty, these guys are in here. They'll be in here for about 15 minutes, I'd say. And then we're gonna go ahead and place them. I'm actually gonna place them on the leaves, because I want to encourage them to eat the algae on the plants. And yeah, as you can see, we have one snail in here already, but that's it. We need a little bit more. Alrighty, guys, these guys have been floating for about 15 minutes. Forgive me, I don't actually know how to get a camera angle of this. Probably gonna have to like set my phone in the closet or something. I have no idea, but I'm gonna try and film me putting these in here. Alrighty, guys, forgive me, this is literally the best angle I can get. You're sitting in my closet. Got the snails here. I'm just gonna go ahead and open up this bag. Alrighty, here we go. I'm gonna pop this now. Gonna have to go put them in a cup or something. Alrighty, guys, this is the mystery snail right here on the right. Boom, there we go. We just dropped him in the sand. I'm probably gonna have to flip this guy over, but because they have a hard time flipping themselves over. But I'm gonna go ahead and place him right next to him. And of course, I'm gonna have to roll up my sleeve. Hold on. As you can see right here, the nearite snail is right there, or you might know them as zebra snails. And this mystery snail is actually getting out of his shell to like get himself on his stomach. This is super cool. You can see his eyes. His eyes are right there. Wow, that's so cool. And then we got the third snail up there that I've had for like 2 years. Wow, look at that. That's so cool. But anyways, let me guys show you again this planted tank. It looks really cool. I was tempted to get some more plants today, but I want to let these Java ferns get big and like grow out of its juvenile state and get taller, because I feel like they'll look a lot better that way, and I don't really want to mess with that a whole too much. Yep, he's literally on top of him, but that's kind of funny. I think I'm gonna call these 3 snails the 3 amigos, because there's 3 of them. Oh my gosh, you literally see his mouth. So guys, this tank is looking freaking awesome. I'm so happy with the scape that I did yesterday, and now we got 2 more snails that'll hopefully keep the algae a little bit at bay. Hold on, let me close this. Going forward with this tank, I probably am not going to be adding any more plants, because I am going to have to propagate this Anubias, and the Java fern will spread and grow taller. So the only thing I might add is maybe some floating plants, maybe a dwarf aquarium lily, because it doesn't really take up any water space, it just comes to the top, and maybe some Java moss on that driftwood. And as far as like animal inhabitants, there's 2 frogs in here, 3 of those tetras, and 1 beta, and obviously the snails. But this beta again is getting old, and so I think I might just be adding more tetras and stuff in there eventually. But I am absolutely loving how it is looking right now. What is up, everybody? It is a couple days later. Actually, I'd say about like 5 days later. Sorry if it's a little bit louder than normal. The water level is slightly lower than I like it, and so it causes a little bit of noise. And the aerator on this tank is also kind of loud. I need to figure out a way to fix it. I do not like it, but let me give you guys an update on the snails. So the snails themselves are doing great, but they are not doing their job at all. If you can tell, there's still a little bit of algae on these plants, and it's not making me like this. But I do not like that. I do not like that at all. But I'm just gonna have to figure out the balance of this tank with water changes. It's not gonna be fun, but it's gonna be something that I have to do to get the algae off of these plants. Also guys, I think I'm gonna start doing a really cool project with aquarium plants sometime in the near future. I'm not promising anything, but I'm hoping to get it done. It might be a little bit pricey, and that's why I don't want to do it. You guys know how aquarium plants are. They can get pricey. But if I do this, if I do the thing I want to do with the aquarium plants, I will probably never have to worry about buying another aquarium plant again. I don't know if that hints anything to you guys, but I'm pretty excited about it. I'm gonna give you guys one more look at the aquarium right here, and now I'm gonna sign it off with my curly hair. See you guys next time. Peace.